long season, but game one, now, we have some season. We've already seen Flash there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more if we play our brand of basketball. So get out there, get warm.
Here we go, my first NBA game. This is something I've been waiting for my entire life. And to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. But I do what I was born to do. I hope I can make my family proud.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Miami Heat defending home turf in the Eastern Conference. And this matchup with the Hornets, it's their first game of the NBA's regular season. Long dream, a special individual taking to the hardwood as we'll get to watch the first official NBA appearance from Riley.
You know, and what a huge moment this is for him. I mean, your whole life has been spent leading up to this, and finally he's going to get to take the court in the NBA. I mean, his mind has to be racing like a million miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean, there are all different kinds of pressure situations. This is about as nerve-wracking as it gets. But even so, I don't think it takes away from how much he enjoys it.
On the court for the Hornets, Kidd Gilchrist and Williams are at the forward spots. Jeremy Lin is out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Hansbrough in at the 5 spot. Well, you look back at the 2015 Heat, the injuries are what probably brought that team down. We can go from Chris Bosh with the debilitating blood clot on his lung and on and on and on. The loss, of course, which was not an injury of LeBron James. There are a lot of moving parts with that team.
And that's a great point, Kevin. If you take any star off a team, things are going to get difficult. It was impressive that the Heat still managed to stay competitive once Bosh went out.
Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Heat.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
And again, it's the Heat missing.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game. And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Throw it down inside or run some pick and roll.
Done. He was around 21 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
Absolutely. I mean, he has those real natural scoring instincts. The ability to find creases in the defense, just fantastic.
Johnson kicks to Freak. Just 4 to shoot. Passes to Bosh. From 18 feet away. Offensive rebound. Riley. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. And there you have it, folks. The very first NBA bucket from Riley.
And a scrappy one, but he'll take it. It doesn't matter how you get those first points in the NBA. It just matters that you get them.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there will be plenty of chances to create spectacular highlights in the years to come for this young man. But right now, he just wants those first points.
And watching Kemba Walker play, so explosive. An undersized floor general, nasty crossover. Really a scorer's mentality. Maybe too much of a scorer's mentality to ever be a great assist man.
Kemba Walker hits them both. Greg talking about Walker. You have to love the way he competes, his willingness, Clark, to put the team on his shoulders and carry him.
Love that competitive spirit of his. They're actually figuring out how to use him best, but he's such a dynamic offensive player. You've got to give him room to be creative at that end.
Lynn kicks to Walker. Udrih grabs the board.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And Riley gets it to go.
And really that's what built the early lead here. Killer shooting from beyond.
And the defense needs to recognize that and get to the shooters. It's imperative that they get a hand up.
The Heat leading by 10. And Udrih kicks to Stoudemire. Riley passes it to Stoudemire. Here's Bosch. Shot no good. Good D by Williams. Fast break now for Charlotte. Lynn's goal.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Bosch heads the pick for Freak. Shoots from the elbow. And too long on the shot.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Shoots from the elbow. Rebound by Williams. Hornets trail by 6. Outside, Walker. Over in the corner, Williams. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 5 assists tonight.
A nice run they put together here to bring it a little closer.
Yeah, they got hot, and I didn't think I'd be saying this a little while ago, but now this game's up for grabs.
Here's Riley, and nothing is falling for him right now. Charlotte is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Tries from 10. On the wing, Johnson. Riley against Walker. Rebound, Kemba Walker.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now.
The Heat leading by 4. Freak dishes to Johnson. Riley with a screen on Walker. Here's Udrih. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Yeah, he wasn't someone you wanted to foul.
Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Jefferson's checked in for Hansbrough. Cody Zeller comes in for Marvin Williams. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Walker. Riley, he's in at 3. Johnson is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then it's Dang, and it's Whiteside in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
After making it to the playoffs in 2014, the Hornets couldn't repeat the feat in 2015. A slow start probably, Greg, more than anything else did him in.
Really disappointing season coming in with such high expectations, and 33-49, just not good enough to get into the playoffs in any season.
Lamb, good.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Johnson kicks to Freak. Here's Whiteside, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
He is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
Batum, good.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, I love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter. You know, for the Hornets, they've not made consecutive playoff appearances since the team moved to New Orleans back in 2002. They just haven't been able to stay consistent enough to make it to the playoffs back-to-back years.
Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Batum's got the lead up to 2 now for the Hornets.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it. And guys, what's rough for the Hornets is that they were a consistent playoff fixture in the late 90s. Still, the team has never made it to the conference finals in its franchise history, and that should be a goal for them in the coming years.
Well, one thing that you can always say about Dwayne Wade is that he is at his best when the game is on the line. He truly lives for the big moments.
He does, and Wade has been in so many of those big moments over the course of his career. 5 trips to the NBA Finals, and he really does thrive under pressure.
Here's Lamb, and another 3 for Charlotte. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Hornets.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Outside, Batum. Here's Zeller, poke loose. Now here's Johnson. D right on him. Wade gets a screen from Riley. Wade passes to Riley. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It goes on Cody Zeller.
And for Wade, when it comes to being clutch, a lot of it is experience. I mean, it's not just during the playoffs. He knows when to step up in the fourth quarter during the regular season. Very productive in the fourth quarter from a scoring standpoint.
Wade averaged 7 points in the fourth quarter of last season. That was 3rd most in the NBA. A big part of it is how he can create his own shot. When the game is on the line, you want him on the floor with the ball in hand.
Batum against Johnson. Batum dishes to Jefferson. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
A moment now to see the stats for Wade. A very nice season for him. He was around 21 points per game last year, 5 assists and 3 rebounds. Just solid all-around performances we've been seeing from him, delivering night in and night out.
And you know, that's what stars do. It isn't always about scoring 50 points. It's about making plays consistent.
A lot's been made of the Heat fans in the past for walking out during the finals game where they looked to be out of it, but credit, you know, the Miami Heat fans, Greg, with last year sticking with this team.
Yeah, and in all fairness, I would have walked out as well because I thought it was over. But with LeBron out of town, a lot of Heat fans could have jumped off the bandwagon. But you know what? They stayed with it. So although the weather is fair, the fans are not.
Oh, well said.
Thank you.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And the turnovers will kill you. I mean, that's been their undoing thus far.
Yeah, they came in strong, Greg, but all those mistakes have caused them to fall behind right now.
Outside, Lynn. He feeds it to Lamb. The dish now to Zeller. Now here's Lamb. Wade is covering. A step-back shot here. No good from Lamb.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Batum against Riley. Pass to Wade. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. There's the screen. The Heat need to get a shot off. It's stolen by Lamb, and here they come. And Batum kicks to Lin, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the lead.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte.
Okay, let's get it together, guys. We're not that far out of it, and it's not going to take much to get this building going again. Listen up. We can get better on D, no doubt about it. Let's talk more, help each other out, be quicker to make a switch. We need to make life harder for them on that end. The injection of energy we got from you fellas off the bench was fantastic. That's the way to be ready for the call. That's going to serve us well down the stretch. Okay, in terms of pace, let's keep things moderate next half. Turning this game into a track meet might hurt us more than it...
Give it up for your Heat. And now the third quarter about to get going.
Just a fantastic game for Batum. He's got 13 points, and he sprayed home.
And so it's Charlotte with the win. A narrow...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith without further ado. Al Jefferson, he had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the...